Hello students, welcome to our session and today we are going to learn about chapter number 14 of our textbook. This is our last chapter from our textbook. Students, in our online session we have discussed from 1 to 13 chapters and these all chapters give us many information about our body, about natural things and etc. In all chapters we got information. These information are very useful for us. How plants make their food, how plants and animal and human live their life, how types of components are used by them to live their lives. Then another more things we have discussed. This is our last chapter and name of this chapter is natural disasters. In on the earth, human beings, animals, and plants are live. They all face many difficulties for their life, and they have some difficulties they get from nature. They are natural, they get from nature, so they are called the natural disasters. Natural disasters are events caused by the forces of nature that often affect the human life. They often affect the human life and environment in which human beings live. They can happen at any time or place without a warning. It happens without any kind of warning. Movements within the earth are responsible for causing them. For example, earthquakes, floods, tsunamis, volcanoes, and droughts are some natural disasters. In this chapter, we will discuss about some of them, how they affect human being. In detail, we discussed about them. In them, first is earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden movement or disturbance in the earth's surface. An earthquake is a sudden movement or disturbance in the earth's surface. It is caused by the movement or vibration within the earth. Earthquakes may be mild or massive, resulting in destruction on a large scale. Its effect on the surface of the earth. As discussed in earlier classes, the outermost layer of the earth, known as the crust, is made of rocks. In our previous sessions, we have also discussed about this. The earth outer layer is made by using rocks, made from rocks. These rocks are in the form of large plates which keep on moving continuously because all types rocks moving continuously and slowly past each other. They slowly past each other. Sometimes these plates move apart, bump into each other or slide under each other with a lot of force. Thus the crust then break and release energy in the form of vibrations. Then their vibration is created. These vibrations are felt as an earthquake by us. So this paragraph shows us how we feel earthquake. The rocks are interact with each other and create vibration, and because of this vibration, we feel earthquake. We call earthquake is happen there. Sometimes the first big earthquake is followed by subsequent tremors or milder earthquakes, which are known as aftershocks. These are usually felt within the next 2-3 days. Within the next 2 or 3 days, they occur when the displaced rocks move back to their original places or reorient themselves. The damage caused to life and property by an earthquake depends on the place of its occurrence and the strength or intensity with which it occurs. It depends on the intensity which it occurs. For example, if an earthquake hits a heavily populated area, it causes a lot of damage to life and property. On the other hand, if it hits a sparsely Now we go on our next page. Populated area, it causes less damage. It depends on the population also. Area on depend on area where it happened. Similarly, a strong earthquake result in serious damage as compared to a mild earthquake. The vibration or tremors produced by earthquake usually lead to destruction of structure like buildings, destructure the buildings, bridges, roads, and even dams. Affects more on all types of things. Many people also die because of collapse of buildings, destructions of roads, etc. Because of these, many people will die there. Earthquakes can also trigger landslides or generate tsunamis when they occur under the ocean. When they occur under the ocean, they also create the tsunami then, and it is also very harmful for human life and other living organisms which live on the earth. Earthquake always damage many kinds of things. Here we have some ways. Be safe, how we can protect ourselves. If you are caught in earthquake, follow the given steps to protect yourself. Take shelter under a study table or a cot and stay there till the shaking stops. You can see here how a boy go under the table, drop, cover and hold on. When earthquake is stopped, then you will come out. Keep away from tall and heavy objects that may fall on you and injure you. If you are in bed, do not get up. Protect your hand with a pillow. If you are outdoor, move to an open area away from buildings, trees, power lines, and electric poles which could fall down. If you are inside a car or a bus, stay there until the shaking stops. Be sure that the vehicle is not near an electric pole or a tall building. So if you want to protect yourself from earthquake, then try to these ways. These ways always protect you from earthquake and save your life. Now volcano. A volcano is a crack or an opening in the earth's crust through which hot gases and molten rocks come out of the earth. The molten rocks or minerals known as magma explode during such an eruption accumulate in the form of a cone-shaped mountain around the open. You can see here picture is also available for a volcano. Now we go on our next page. Volcanoes are formed when magma escapes out of the earth through cracks and erupts in the form of lava, ashes, and hot gases. This lava flows out and spreads over the nearby land. All over nearby the land, it spreads. When it cools down, it forms different geographical structures like plains, mountains, etc. So in this way, plains and mountains are also appear there. However, it takes a long time for lava to cool down. It takes a lots of time for cooling down. Some volcanoes erupt under the ocean. Also, volcanoes can be divided into three types based on their nature. They are divided almost in three types. These types are active, dormant, and extinct. They are the types in their first active. The volcanoes that erupt regularly are known as active volcanoes. They erupt regularly. You can see here an active volcano picture is also available. Then another type, dormant volcanoes, are the ones that have erupted long ago in the past but are now quite and may erupt in the future. You can see here the picture is also available. And third number volcanoes picture is also available. The volcanoes that have stopped erupting are called this type of volcano. These are unlikely to erupt again, not only one time, erupt again. On your page from your textbook, on page number 126, the pictures are also available of volcanoes. Here total in mean 3 types available. Volcanoes can be one of the most destructive natural disasters, causing damage to property and life. Poisonous gases and dust released from volcanic eruption can cause severe respiratory problems and even kill people. Volcanic eruptions have been known to knock down entire forests. An erupting volcano can trigger tsunamis, earthquakes, and rock falls. Volcanoes have many advantages too. They are also dangerous for us, and also they have many advantages too. The soil formed from the volcanic rock is rich in mineral. The soil is mineral in the nutrients like potassium and therefore is very fertile for crops. This is the reason why millions of people live close to volcanoes. Because of this, people want to live volcanoes, because if they live close to volcanoes, they get the fertile soil for their crops. Besides, volcanoes are also a great tourist attraction. People want to see them. There are more than 1,500 active volcanoes on the earth. On the same, some of the famous volcanoes are Mount Fuji, Mount Lens, Mount Etna, etc. They are famous. Most of people want to go there for see them. Now here we have activity, and in activity take an old newspaper, 6 cups mud or clay, 3 or 4 tablespoons of baking soda, 1/2 cup vinegar, a few drops of liquid dishwashing detergent, and then spread the newspaper on a table or on the floor. Remove the cap of the bottle and put it into the newspaper. Put mud around the bottle to form a mountain. Sprinkle some water on the mud so that it sticks together, but do not cover the mouth of the bottle. Using the funnel, put baking soda into the bottle. Then put a few drops of liquid dishwashing detergent and about 1/2 cup of water in the bottle. Put a few drops of red food coloring into about 1/2 cup of vinegar. After doing the activity, what will you observe? This activity is not easy for you, but we cannot do this activity at our present time because of the COVID-19. So, we only try to understand this activity through the textbook. Now we go on our next page. Using the funnel, pour the vinegar mixture into the bottle, then quickly remove the funnel. You will notice that the volcano erupts immediately. The red food coloring is like the lava which flows out of the volcano. They tell us in this way we make our own volcano. Okay, so now our next topic is tsunami. A tsunami is a series of huge waves caused by a underwater disturbance such as an earthquake or a volcanic eruption. Tsunami is a Japanese word which means harbor wave. Tsunami is a Japanese word. Tsunami is sometimes misunderstood as tidal waves, but it is not. The waves form due to any disturbance inside water travel in all directions from the area of disturbance. They are similar to the ripples formed on dropping an object in water. Sometimes any misbehavior underground the water, under surface of the water, because of this the tsunamis appear there. As the big waves approach the shallow water along the coast, they rise to a great height and crash over the shore. They can be as high as 100 feet. As high as 100 feet. Tsunami have incredible energy because of the great volume of water which they carry along. You can also see here the picture of tsunami as well. Tsunami, the picture is very harmful, very dangerous. They look as dangerous here. Tsunami brings waves of destruction which are capable of killing thousands of residents along the coast. Because in this water they have many powerful, they have energy, and so they destroyed the life of people, many constructions and many other things. When tsunami strikes populated coastlines, it destroys the entire town or villages. Destroy the entire town or villages because it have many energy available in it. At many places, tsunami warning centers have been established to timely inform the people about the tsunami. They have now created the warning centers and they get information from the warning centers and try to protect themselves and their property because tsunami is dangerous for human life and other. So students, in this chapter we have discussed about the tsunami and earthquakes, volcano, which are natural disasters which are very harmful for us, and try to protect yourself from this type of difficulties. And also we have some ways how we can protect ourselves from them. So our chapter number 14 is completed here. Now students, here chapter number from 1 to 14 now finished here within semester 1 and semester 2. Try to read this chapter from your textbook also and try to understand.